Okay.
Saw quite a bit of Mo Wilson today. Is there any ETA as far as filling that left guard spot with Joe out?
Well, Jalen went down fairly soon in this thing out here today, but Bo is in that mix for sure. Bo's talented and physical enough to be playing, and he's in the mix. We're going to come out of this okay. If either one of them play, they're inexperienced but talented.
What has Bo shown you just from a mental side of it to be thrown in the mix at such a young age?
Well, Brian, he shows us first physically.
Okay.
You know, that the first thing we see is this guy, he in one-on-one pass protection, he was good from the moment we started because he is athletic and he's physical. He's strong, he's got good feet, all those ingredients to be a good player. Now, you know, the guy's in it a little bit faster than we suspected, but that's the world we're in. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but he's definitely in the mix right there.
Is Barnett okay?
Yes, I think it's a sprained ankle.
How do you think your quarterbacks played today, particularly Tommy in that top group?
You know, I don't know if you guys all saw the first part. The first part of it was a 2-minute drill. It was kind of sloppy. We need a lot of work in that. We've done about 4 days, 5 days, maybe like that, and some of it's been okay, and some of it, that's part of our deal where you're in almost 100% passing mode that we just got to keep going, get the right stuff, kind of consolidate what we're doing, but it was kind of sloppy. And then once we got to playing football, run, pass, mix it all in, it was a pretty good scrimmage. Those guys did pretty well.
What have you thought of Mick Stoltenberg and just how he's kind of stepped in with that top?
Really, really extra proud of Mick. Really proud of him. From I can remember vividly when he got hurt during bowl practice, how it happened, and then just watching it through the months, his hard work and dedication to coming back. It was like he never wavered. I'm really proud of him. He is really, really finding his niche.
Is Brad Simpson on scholarship?
Yeah, we gave three. We had 3 scholarships available. We gave all 3 of those out. It was actually a very, very tough choice. I had about 5 names we were dealing with throughout the process, but Brad Simpson went on scholarship, Logan Rath went on scholarship, and Graham Nabity went on scholarship.
Just kind of a big picture view. I mean, you're 2 weeks from a game. Do you feel like your team's on schedule as where you want to be in this camp right now?
I think with the inventory that we have we got plenty of that. I think we've had good practices as far as situational. We need it in some areas. I think probably third down in particular, the 2-minute in particular, where we need a lot of refining work this next week. But as far as establishing base kinds of runs, running the ball, receivers running the ball, quarterbacks, and then what we do in the play action game, we've got enough stuff. It'll be just a selection process now for the games. So feel good about that.
Do you think one of the punters is making the case more Isaac Armstrong or Caleb Blackburn?
You know, I think that I'm so proud of both of those kids. You know, first of all, the circumstances and how Caleb, being new, has responded. And the work Isaac has done from last spring to right now is phenomenal. They've done real well. We're real close to being able to announce to you who's going to be the punter, but both of those kids, I think, could punt in the games.
How's Trey Bryant's health right now? He got dinged up there at the end of the play.
He got the wind knocked out of him, so he's going to be okay.
Coach, you just made a decision about captains, what you guys are going to do.
We are going to select captains. We will do that in the next week.
I know it's camp still going, but defensively, what do you maybe feel compared to last year at this point, where you're at?
Well, we needed a lot of development and a lot of coaching and teaching and growth in that defensive tackle position, and that group right now is a pretty good picture with Mick and Kevin Maurice and the Davis twins, and then Logan Rath and Peyton Newell are up in there. So John's doing a great job of coaching them, and I think that they've grown, and I think that they'll play solidly.
Overall, defensively, defensively?
Overall, defensively, I think we are better. I think that in the long run, our linebackers are so much deeper. It's just, I think, a number of guys that can play. We're going to have, just right off the bat, if we had to pick a travel squad, we'd have way more linebackers on the travel squad this year than we did a year ago. And then really pleased with some young guys' possibility of playing for us someplace. Lamar Jackson, Tony Butler, JoJo Doman. It's going to be a big discussion about Boodle. He's done some good things, and if we really needed him, but we might have enough depth where we don't. But he's done real well. Dismuke that's a good freshman class, and there's going to be a number of guys that are making a move in there. Offensively, the freshman Grimm, J.D. Spillman, we're force-feeding Spillman because we think he's a really good football player, and he could play in the return game. I think in our prototype from years past, he's the perfect flanker. So pleased with the young guys. We're pushing some of those in. I think we'll have more depth and be more athletic on special teams because of the addition of some of those players. I think JoJo Doman and Butler, Lamar Jackson will be all over those teams. So we expect contributions in that area. So I think defensively, the big picture is good. We got some good linebackers, but they're not going to break in this year. They'll probably, all those guys will redshirt.
So you think JD's going to play this year?
We had a long discussion yesterday and this morning about JD. I don't know for sure yet, but he might be hard not to activate because you saw him run the fly sweep. He caught a punt. I mean, he can probably do a lot of things for us. And he's just a ball player. I don't even think he knows where he is. He just comes out here and plays hard, and he's got some ability. Probably would like to redshirt him, but I think he might do too many things. And it's such a long season, might as well have him ready probably.
Hey, what type of step forward did Pearson L take today? It looked like he made some nice strides.
Yeah, I was really happy for DeMornay. I think that this is all step-by-step confidence for him. His knee's good, and it's just getting to play. We have to be real thoughtful about making sure we get him the football in the right situations and how we get him the ball. But it was good to see him make some plays today.
Was he put on first and second team just to get him more reps?
Say that again?
Was he playing first and second team just to get more reps?
Yes.
Just to get
this is like a season. We're down a little bit. Riley didn't play. Westerkamp didn't play. So some of those guys got a few more turns, and he was one of them with both teams, and so was JD, and so was Grimm. I really like what Remmers is doing. I think he'll play this year, and he'll catch some balls for us. I think he'll be one of those guys that will elevate the more he gets to play, the older he gets. He'll be Gabe Ron. We can put him in a game. He'll go make a play. I like this group.
So you think Grimm will play as well?
We're talking about it, and I know what we're talking about is 2 freshmen that we don't redshirt at receiver and do it. Now, if we do it that way, we better have a really good plan, and that's I'm talking to myself about making sure that they play enough, But they're in our conversation, and we'll have to decide probably by Tuesday.
Other than Bo, are there any freshman linemen that you're thinking about?
Yeah. Farniok is one of them, and again, I'd like to redshirt Matt, but if we stay healthy now up till the first game, he'll probably be redshirted. But we've just thrown him in, gotten him a little more just in case we'll need him to play.
Hey, was Westerkamp kind of like in a coach role today? It looked like he was running on the field, kind of helping out guys.
That's why I love this team. Those older guys are always helping those young guys out, and so that was pretty typical. And I think a football player doesn't like just sitting there watching, so that was, I'm just speaking for him. That's probably his way to stay involved. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for coming out today. Appreciate it.